At stake when you were with the Spurs or any of the teams. Talk about some of the epic conference rivalries you played in.
Well, I always go back to playing against the Phoenix Suns in the 7 seconds or less Steve Nash-led teams, along with Amari Stoudemire, and what Mike D'Antoni was introducing to the game back in 2005, 2006, which, by the way, Kevin, everybody's doing now.
Right, yeah.
But tremendous talent on the court at that time, tremendous disparity in style of play, and watching Steve Nash during MVP years trying to conduct his team against the vaunted Spurs. Fantastic, incredibly competitive match.
And a lot of speed. I mean, it was eye-opening to watch.
And it was the Spurs trying to catch up. So how are we going to do the Rock'em Sock'em game against the 7 seconds or less? We kind of took care of it.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. Russell and Thompson, the perimeter. Green and Cauley-Stein are down low. And it's Curry in at the point. And here is Paul. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Like it when your superstars still make attentions to detail, being active on D right there and not allowing the shooter some space.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead, up 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Oak. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green down low with Looney. Curry is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Robinson. In at the 3, the small forward. And it's Gallinari missing. Here's the Warriors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Right side Robinson. Passes to Green. Shoots over Schroeder. Here's Looney. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Andre Robertson comes in for Gallinari. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Different look here for the Warriors. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Thompson, he's checked in for Alec Burks. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Curry. So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Oklahoma City. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills the baseline jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder. Russell feeling it out a bit. Thompson outside, beyond the arc. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 6 points for Klay Thompson.
That is Thompson's shot. Just a great rhythm shooter and fully confident in his perimeter game.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, the offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were sharing the basketball, playing for each other. Now it becomes a matter of being consistent at it.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Reminds me of myself at the free throw line. They have been shooting.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Robertson and Gallinari at the small and power forward position. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul, and it's Adams in at the center position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And it's Green with the jam.
Solid decision from Draymond there, seeing a lane and jumping on it in no time.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 6. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
Find the lane. One shot.
And Adams, no good on that one.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Robinson's checked in for the Warriors. Off the inbound pass. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Paul.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Conley Stein. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Right wing, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Curry from deep three-point land. No good. The third quarter comes to a close. The Warriors on top, up by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. At forward, Thompson and McKinney. Curry is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Looney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 6 to shoot. Curry outside. Another miss by Curry. Now, here's Robertson. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're leading by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the game. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Klay Thompson.
And he's grabbed this game with both hands and just never let it go. I mean, he scored a huge percentage of their points. He hadn't been the main guy for him. He's been the only guy for him.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Gallinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And Chris Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Evan?
Paul with the ball. Oh, off target. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're up by 2. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Being a lottery pick often comes with high expectations, but Russell has shaped into a quality NBA player.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 4. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
Gallinari inside the 3-point line. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They seem to relish their role as